The Toronto Raptors are finally 500. Not above, but at least not under. This is Hoop Talks. Welcome back, you guys. I'm Noor Zainab, Justin Pooni, Jelani Goodridge-Reid, and we do have some celebrations to be had this morning. The
Celebration of mid.
I love, why are you here even with the pen making it look like you're taking notes, but you're not taking notes. So we didn't hear anything from you. And ignore the thing to my left. It doesn't really matter right now. For Raptor fans out there, though, this is what Josh Lewinberg had to say. It took 109 days and 6 opportunities for the Raptors to be back at 500, 38-38 for the first time since December 9th, when they were 13-13. And now they've won 4 of their last 6. And had the Hawks lost last night to the Cavaliers, they would be looking down from the 8th spot, below the Hawks, but they ended up getting that win. Donovan Mitchell wasn't able to come through the way that we wanted him to as Raptor fans. It was Trae Young, Jonte Murray the whole night, but doesn't matter. The Raptors are 500. So Jelani, tell me this. They've won 3 straight right now.
Yes, they have.
They're at 500.
500.
I'm not going to let you get influenced by the devil on your right now.
Devil.
Okay, just look straight at me in the eye.
That's tough.
Look at me straight in the eye. How are you feeling about this team?
Finally, we are up. We are so
up to 500.
We are up
Can
to
you let
500.
him talk?
We are up to 500, bro. Okay, don't talk to me about celebration of mid. Even though we are I mean, look, mid literally that's the definition, 500, right? But
you're okay to
I'm happy.
It's
I'm
fine.
happy,
Yeah.
right? I'm very happy because it's taking so long to get to this point, right? And Raptors fans all year, it's been a tough year. Let's face it, it's been a tough year. The injuries early on in the year talks about, do we fire Nick Nurse? Do we keep him, right? The trade deadline was crazy. So I'm seeing, signs of hope. It's good that this is happening right before the play-in tournament happens, right? I really did want that 8 seed. We'll see what happens moving forward, but I was impressed with what I saw, and specifically Scottie Barnes. Hello, is this mic on? I loved it. I loved what I saw from Scottie Barnes. As soon as the game started, he had a motive. He was there to finish the job, get it done, get an easy dub, a quick dub. He gave us 22, and he was also giving us the rebounding and playmaking in terms of the assists that he gave us, right? Pascal Siakam was also, benefiting off of what he, did, right? So I saw those two obviously make sure that they showed up, and we got contribution from Precious as well. Mm-hmm. So I was very impressed, right? We're glad that we're here, right, Noor? We're glad that we're here. The last 3 games, the last 3 games also, the defense has been better than usual, right? Because we've held guys to less than 98 points per game. If you're gonna add those up, so yeah, I'm impressed. We'll see what happens moving forward. The winning percentage of the combined teams that we're playing moving forward is high, right?
Second hardest schedule.
So it's gonna be tough, but I'm impressed with what the Raptors are doing.
Full marks for the Raptors. Full marks for the Raptors for what they did last night against the Miami Heat team that was who were they missing last night?
I don't know.
I think they're missing Jimmy Butler.
But
look, the Raptors took care of business. Without Jimmy Butler, they did what they're supposed to do. They won the game convincingly. Now look, Miami had 2 guys in double figures last night. That was Tyler Hero and Bam Adebayo, 21 and 33 points respectively. The Raptors, I like what you said about Scottie Barnes being aggressive. 10 for 16 shooting. OG shot at 14 times 9 for 14. Pascal was 10 of 20 last night. That's what I want to see. I want to see aggressive play from those guys. Take it to the rim, play hard, make effective shots. They didn't shoot well from 3-point line, but they didn't need to because Miami's offense, we know, is the worst in the NBA. And look, the Raptors right now, here's a stat about defense, how defense affects winning. The Raptors are 8-0 this season when holding opponents below 100 points.
I like that.
That's shows you that defense does not only win games but also championships as well. It was a very good game. Very good game by the Raptors. They showed that they're playing up to their level, not the competition's level. That's what I've been saying the last couple of days. So the Toronto Raptors were very efficient last night, very effective from the field. They shot nearly 90% from the free throw line as well, which has been a bit of an issue for them. So full credit to the Raptors for taking advantage of a shorthanded Miami Heat team and winning the game. And now they go on that 5-game road trip, and let's hope this continues.
I also think whenever Pascal Siakam scores over 25, the Raptors win the game. I don't have any stats to back this up right now. I'm sorry. I'm going to look it up afterwards. I'll add the column in the text or whatever. But I do think whenever Pascal Siakam is being aggressive, it just creates so much, it just takes the pressure off of the other players. And because he's demanding so much attention in the paint, it allows guys like OG Anunoby to have nights like that. It allows Scottie to be aggressive. It allows Freddie to get the ball moving around and pass it. And we know how bad this season has been for the Raptors. No one needs to dissect it, break it down, because I might cry. We've gone through the core pretty much being blown up. We've gone through Masai having to sit there and give us answers. So coming to this point now where you're at 500, you're about 6 games away from the play-in. I feel like we're finally getting some level of energy and momentum for this team. I feel like they're heading towards the right path, and it's not just the defense for me, it's also the passing. I think they're finally getting the extra passes going. In the last few months, we've seen them not ever make the extra pass. They would just be the one guy holding the ball, everybody else at the perimeter just watching him hold the ball and figuring out what's going to happen afterwards. But now you're watching a bounce pass, a little shimmy to the side, every little thing that helps the team get the ball to the open guy and make the perfect shot. And they're doing that right now. So the next game is going to be a difficult one. Unfortunately, you're going to be playing the Philadelphia 76ers in Philly, the city of brotherly love. That's actually, it should be an oxymoron because they're not about love at all in that city. So how do you think the Raptors will fare? Because I know Embiid and Harden are currently listed as questionable against the Mavericks tonight. Embiid did not play against Jokic, so I'm wondering what their lineup will look like come Friday.
Well, whether or not they play, I just want to see if the defensive activity could be similar to what we saw last night. It was fantastic. It was one of the more clean games that the Raptors played all year long, right? Yes, without Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat are a completely different team. We know this, right? But I was seeing that they were very sound, all right? They were actually closing out. They were forcing them into bad shots. They were forcing them into turnovers. That's what I like to see. Tough passes all night for Miami. That caused us to, force turnovers and gave us more opportunities on the offensive end. That's what I want to see from the Raptors. So you're playing a team like the Sixers, right? They have a very good offense, right? So I want to see, can the defensive activity be the same?
Well, the road record is 12-24 this season, right? So I want to see them put some positive play on the road. Whether they win or lose in Philly I think is irrelevant, because I think everybody kind of expects them to not
I'd
win.
say it's relevant.
I think it's very relevant.
Like, I'm talking about the game in Philly, because I've already choked up that game in Philly as an L for them, because I don't think they're going to
win. It doesn't matter if you have, they could win that anyway. But I think every single game from now on is very important. Very important. They play the Hornets afterwards twice. They play the Celtics twice as well. And then they take on the Bucks. So real quick before we go, Hornets, both of them, are they going to take it?
No, because the Hornets all of a sudden want to play spoilers. So
I'd say one of them twice.
At least one of them.
Okay, after that, Celtics twice in Boston.
We take one of them.
It depends on the lineup, what the lineups look like in the standings are. If Boston's resting players,
Bucks, real quick.
Yes.
Again, it depends.
All right, the Raptors take on their 5-game road trip starting Friday against Philly, and they return home against the Bucks on, I believe it's going to be April 9th. 10th? I can't really tell you right now. I'm going to have to look back at it afterwards. We'll see you guys afterwards. Take care. This is Hoop Talks.